Remember, Red, hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things, and no good thing ever dies.
Oh, God.
I will be hoping that this letter finds you.
Oh, God.
And finds you well. Your friend, Andy.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That would be awful. The Shawshank Redemption, released in 1994 and is directed by Frank Darabont, who's directed films like The Green Mile, The Majestic, The Mist, basically anything that Stephen King has ever written. The film stars Tim Robbins, Morgan Freeman, Bob Gunton, William Sadler, Clancy Brown, and James Whitmore. And of course, this is episode 75 in our journey to episode 100 and beyond, and it is my favorite drama. Do I have to explain why? I don't think I have to. In 1947, Andy Dufresne came to Shawshank Prison for murdering his wife and her lover. And it's where he befriended me, Red, because I'm Irish. Andy would come to me from time to time because he knows I'm a man who knows how to get things. He even came to me once to ask for a rock hammer, which I would thought would take him 100 years to tunnel through the prison walls. However, Andy did it in less than 20. But this film is about Andy's endless ideas about hope and trying to bring that to the prisoners here at Shawshank. That is the best Morgan Freeman voice I can do, and my God, does it suck. But we're talking about the Shawshank Redemption today. This is one of my favorite films. If it were not for one other film, this one would have been talked about in episode 100. It is my second favorite film of all time because of the performances, the script, the cinematography, the music. This entire film is beautiful. It's a great representation about that human spirit and that human drive for freedom in each inside every single one of us. Regardless of if you're white, or if you're black, or if you're a good person or a bad person, if you're a prisoner, or if you've somehow managed to escape the prison walls. No, that human spirit, it fights on amongst anything because of that one simple word: hope. I'm gonna try not to cry to talk about this movie because whenever we talk about hope, you know, we live in a world where, gosh, it's really hard to have hope about anything nowadays. So to see a story, whether it's the short story that this film is based on, or to see the film itself talk such depth about hope, it can get you going. It gets you very hopeful. Let's just go down the list. This might just be a very simple review because this film is incredible. Tim Robbins as Andy Dufresne. This is by far his best performance. Andy is such an introvert, such a quiet character that whenever Tim Robbins plays him, it's with subtlety that you can't help but keep watching him do it. He has moments of outbursts and emotion at points, but you can tell that this prison, he is not letting it get into his psyche. He is not gonna be institutionalized here. No matter how long he's gonna be here, he is gonna find something to keep his mind off of these four walls that are around him. So whether it's trying to get away from the rapists that are in the prison, whether it's trying to get on to tarring the roof, whether it's trying to build a prison library that is a good substantial prison library, it's keeping his mind off of, hey, I am a prisoner and I'm a victim of circumstance. Because this film does a great job of getting you sucked into this character. He is in this prison. He is a prisoner. He is a murderer. He murdered his wife and her lover. They only allude to about this man not committing the crime. They never confirm that. And that's the one thing that I picked up brand new this time around. I'm like, you know, they never officially confirmed that Andy Dufresne did not kill his wife. They kind of leave that open-ended. We just assume with the stories of these other prisoners from these other prisons that, yes, he was set up for this crime. But no, he could have easily done it. There is nothing in here proving that he didn't. And I just think that is so brilliant from a film aspect. You know, it's really hard to get behind a prisoner for doing such a heinous crime. But with Andy, they allude that he didn't do it. Just well done, director. Well done. But kind of going off at that same point, we do like characters that did do wrong and try to redeem themselves. Which is why I also think that this is Morgan Freeman's best performance ever, with Red, the only guilty man in Shawshank. Oh God, I love his character. He killed someone when he was a teenager, and he's been paying for it for the last 40 years. And the best scenes in this film are with Morgan Freeman, particularly when he's up for review about his parole. You know, they ask him, do you feel rehabilitated? And the first couple of times we see him, oh yes, absolutely, I'm rehabilitated, no danger to society here. All leading up to that last review that he gets, and if you've seen this movie, you know how that goes, but it's basically him saying, I don't care what you think anymore. I can say whatever I want, and I'm gonna stay in here, so go ahead and stamp your form, Sonny, because I don't give a shit. And I think that Red is able to get to that point because of the friendship that he has with Andy Dufresne. I mean, hell, if I was a prisoner for 40 years and then someone comes along spouting about, oh, you know, hope is a wonderful thing, you should be more hopeful, I would have done the same thing that Red did. I'd be like, oh, shut your mouth about this stupid hope thing. You know, if you come in here with hope, you're gonna leave disappointed because there is no such thing as hope. But that's the beauty about this movie. It has just little sprinkles of hope throughout the entire thing. You see glimpses of hope when they're sitting on the rooftop drinking a couple of brews after tarring the thing. Or you see hope when you hear those Italian singers just singing that aria. Do we know what they're singing? No, absolutely not. But that's what makes it so beautiful because they sound so angelic. It is bringing hope to these prisoners, if it's not just for a couple of minutes. And then the hope that Andy gets from being able to file taxes and do his work and to open his library with the security guards, with the warden. It's just hope. Hope is a very powerful thing, and I wish we as a society had a lot more of it. This film was nominated for Best Picture in 1994, and you know what? If it would have come along in any other year, it would have definitely won Best Picture. But unfortunately, 1994 was an incredible year. The nominees that year included Pulp Fiction and Forrest Gump. Two other amazing films. I would not want to have been the voter that year to pick Best Picture. If it came down to it, yes, I probably would have picked Shawshank Redemption, but those other two films are great too. So in the end, The Shawshank Redemption is an amazing dramatic picture that everyone needs to see. It seems to be constantly playing on cable television, and I always seem to pick it up when Andy is sitting down after his 2 months of solitary. And then Red comes over, and that's when they start talking about Zihuatanejo and hope and the big blue ocean that is the Pacific. And whenever I see that, I go, oh, well, I know what I'm doing for the next 30 or 40 minutes. I'm not leaving this place. Cinematography is beautiful. There are beautiful sweeping shots of the grounds of the prison, and the shot of all the prisoners stopping once they hear those Italian singers and that aria. Very powerful imagery of the effectiveness of beautiful music. When it comes to storytelling and filmmaking, it doesn't get much better than this. So obviously, The Shawshank Redemption, I'm gonna give it 5 out of 5 Blu-rays.
All right, let's get
All right, everyone, we are moving right along. Episode 76, my favorite comedy. I think anyone who grew up with me in high school probably know the answer to this because my hint to you is the pen is blue. Is it obvious? Yeah, I think so. But you know what? It's my favorite comedy, and it's going to delight me to talk about it next time. So do you think you know what my favorite comedy is? Or if you've never seen The Shawshank Redemption and this is your first time viewing it after this review, please comment below and let me know what you thought about it. And when you're done commenting, please like and subscribe to my channel so you know the next time I post my next movie review. So everyone, I will see you next time with my favorite comedy. So in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.